And then the decision really was made, I'd say probably around 6 months before I graduated. And at that time I decided, I said, okay, from this moment, I'm going to start living, and thinking like a monk right now, even before I'm a monk, and then finish my exams. And then as soon as I graduate, I'm off. And that was when I made the decision. And it's interesting because as soon as something becomes official, that's when it really attracts the most amount of opinions. And I've realized until you make something official, you won't attract that many opinions. So it was at that point where my extended family got involved and they were like, well, Jay, you're going to waste this incredible education you have. And who's ever going to hire you? And my friends were asking me like, are we going to stay in touch? Like, what are we going to talk about now? Because all we do is talk about women and girls. And now how are we going to be able to talk about that if you become a monk? And so there was almost all of this noise that started to kind of like simmer up. And I think had I had not spent those summer vacations or Christmas holidays in India, I don't think I would have been as confident. But when I made the decision at about 21, 22 that year, I felt really confident that this was the best decision I could make because I'd experienced both lives. I'd researched both lives. I'd spoken to people who lived both lives. And so I'd done all the work to make that decision really simple. So it wasn't easy, but it was simple.
Yeah. And how long did you think when you went into it that you were going to do it for?
I genuinely believed I was going to do it for the rest of my life. Like I genuinely, hand on my heart, and no one else believed that. So they were all right. But in my heart, I fully believed that this is what I was meant to do.
And I can actually totally relate to that because I was exactly the same. I had no plan B. I totally thought I was going to do it for my whole life. And the funny thing is, especially on that first part of the book, let go. So it's not only let go to go and do it, but then when you get to that moment, whenever that moment is, that actually, you know what, I don't actually think I am going to be able to do this for the rest of my life. That's another let go. So tell me about that moment and how it felt and if there was a head heart thing going on.
Yeah, definitely.